What is stock and what does it mean to own shares of stock? To answer this question, I want to share with you a simple analogy. Say that you and I are in business together and we own a lemonade stand. We've both contributed equal amounts of money to the buying of the cart and the lemons and the sugar. And so we both, or each, have a 50% ownership interest in this lemonade stand. Over time, we realize that there's a lot of demand for our product. People are loving the lemonade. So we want to expand. We want to get our lemonade to more people and we want to increase our profits. We decide that we want to open up 15 new lemonade stands. But we don't have thousands of dollars just laying around that we can use to buy 15 more carts and a ton more lemons and a bunch more sugar and hire people to man those stands. So we need to raise money quickly and inexpensively. To do this, we decide that instead of you and I both owning and managing the company, we are going to sell off ownership to our friends and family. So we divide ownership of our company into 100 equal units or shares. Each share represents 1% ownership, 1 divided by 100, the total number of units that we decided to break our company into. So we talk to our family and friends. We find 100 people that are interested. Each of them are going to buy a share. And we decide to sell each share for $100 a piece. So we do that. That means that we just raised $10,000 quickly and inexpensively. We now have the money that we need to expand. But our friends and family, they expect a return on their investment. After all, they didn't just gift that money to us, they're now part owners. As a result of that, they are entitled to certain things. They're entitled to a percentage of our profits because it was their money that allowed us to grow our profits. And they're also entitled, as owners, to help us make decisions or vote on the decisions that we propose as managers. That is precisely what happens in the stock market. When a private company, decides that they've got a product or service that a lot of people would want, and they want to get that product or service into more people's hands and lives, they participate in what's called an initial public offering, which is the exact process that I just described. They get together with some bankers, and those individuals help them decide how many shares to divide their company into and how much they should sell each share for. Then the public offering happens. The public now owns that company. Ownership is typically dispersed among literally thousands of people because these companies typically divide themselves into literally millions of shares. So it happens on a much larger scale than the whole lemonade example. But nonetheless, the scenarios are very close to identical. When you buy the stock of a publicly traded company, a company that has done an initial public offering, you are literally part owner and you are entitled to the same things that I talked about our family and friends being entitled to in the lemonade stand example. You are entitled to a percentage of the profits that that company makes, usually paid out in the form of a dividend. You also get to be involved in the decision-making process. For example, AT&T, the cell phone company, relatively recently announced that they were wanting to acquire Time Warner, the entertainment company. If you were a shareholder of either company, you got to vote on that proposed merger. You could say, yes, we think this is a smart thing, or you could say, no, we don't think it's smart. And the majority rules. The owners get to make the decisions. And if the public owns the company, the public gets to literally make the decisions. Now, things are more nuanced than that, and I can get into that later. But that's what it means to own stock. That's what it means to own shares of stock. You are literally part owner. You literally have a claim to a percentage of that company's profits, and you get to be involved in the decision-making process. Owning stock is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a get-rich-slow plan, and it's been proven to work as long as you invest wisely and as long as you stay invested for an appropriate amount of time. I'll get into all that more later, but hopefully that answers some questions you might have about the stock market. or maybe it raises some questions that you didn't know you had. In any case, I'm here to help. My name is Court Mackey. I'm a financial coach. I want to help you get to the point where you have the money that you need to live the lifestyle that you want. Get in touch with me. We'll put together a plan so that becomes a possibility. Hope you enjoyed watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Have a good day.